Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Lance to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's complete. It's Collins. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, Lance. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Clancy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, it's Richardson, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Clancy. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Sliding out of the pocket. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Clancy going for it all. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Runs over it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. Wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clancy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Camp. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Camp. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw on second down. Clancy, complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Clancy. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The final shot before break. Camp is going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Clancy steps away to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the scramble.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Clancy flushed out right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack.
Touchdown, Giants! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Camp. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Camp. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Camp. He finds his man. Complete. That's Moran. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Clancy, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and move.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got them down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets them home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Camp is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Camp. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And he hauls it in in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this is caught. Jennings. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, how about...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 11 now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run with Richardson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Clancy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Clancy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They're going to run. Here's Richardson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down.
Now the Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's the NFC Championship game. It's the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Miles and them miles and them miles and them yaks. Miles and yaks. Miles in the nets. Miles in the miles in the miles in the
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
You know we came to
Here
play
come the
football.
Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Miles in the miles in the miles in the yeah.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dickerson on the handoff. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 20. This is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's sharp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run on first down. It's Richardson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Clancy forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff. It's Langford. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Clancy escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Richardson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. A carry for Dickerson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early.
Oh, that's in a double coverage and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. He'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow, you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Richardson, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Las Vegas Raiders who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game.
Oh, goodness. Oh, they won.
So with that, let's get you right back out into the second half. As one of these...
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter
And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for. It doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run now with Dickerson, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Clancy. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. that going to be incomplete? Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On second down, Langford. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Clancy flushed out right. This is Jennings. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on!
For a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Back to throw. And that nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Bow, bow, bow.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
You give up that ball.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davidson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Clancy. He'll buy some time right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off the play fake. Clancy. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 2nd down now, it's Richardson. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll try and throw for it. He's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down 20-19, less than 90 seconds to go. A field goal could send them to the Super Bowl as they come up here on first down. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Davidson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back after a long way.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his...
They don't want a rookie in it to challenge Danny for the dad. 16, 18, 19. So
back out there now. So as you see the numbers, a very uncharacteristic start, but he's been more characteristic as of late.
And usually we're seeing a very good start out of him because, let's face it, he's one of the best out there. But when he does have a start, as we just saw, would you call it uncharacteristic? You know mentally he's not that worried about it. He knows how good he is and figures he's going to get back on the beam real fast.
He's back to throw.
Give me day.
Complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
On first down, Richardson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Back to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Boy, hard to ask ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Barberta, baby.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble and gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre, with the Vikings, has the destiny. But they're at New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Here's Richardson to start the drive. This one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Clancy eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion of what we've seen in the past. And they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. So now, after that big play, things come into focus a little bit sharper, because at this point in overtime, the field goal's all they need. That big play there sets them up.
What happened? I didn't do that.
They want to try and finish this game off.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Clancy.
Clemente!
That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself. A little bit of a desperation play. And he was in. Take the short throw and turn it into a big game and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Part time? What about it?
Off play action. Clancy. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
And he's going to score. It's a
game.
touchdown.
We're going to see Danny in the Super Bowl.
Thriller. They are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great game that we bore witness to. The Giants are the champions of the NFC. As we say, thanks for watching and good night. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Oh. Let's see, I'm trying to grade it. Motherfucker Clemente. Motherfucking Sheldon. Look how many drops they gave you to do the change it to. All temperature. Put the pressure on that ball. Oh, they ain't this side there. Danny with a upgrade. It's time. It's time to see